Hello all signs and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reader's naked, by which I mean I'll try to strip out as much astrology as I can. So as I was saying in some of my videos I done, I was thinking and feeling that I should be doing a financial read for this week. This financial read will be going from around about now right up until about December 21st, the winter solstice, or the summer solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing this week on here. So this is your all signs overview. Yeah, I've put my intentions out to the universe for what I want my energy pulled on. So we are putting on the financial energies around each of your star signs, basically. I am no financial advisor. In fact, I'm not very good with my money at all. So the advice I give is probably going to be crap. Although the energies I get should be the energies you are facing through the next 4 months-ish. Okay, so this is just going to be the all signs overview, which will basically be giving me a general rundown of the main energy you're all going to be dealing with financially for that little period of time I asked the universe for. Okay, remember, it is all signs reading. It is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, it may not resonate with you 100% because I'm doing reads for more than one person in this video. Thus, I'm dealing with more than one energy around you all. As it's an all signs reading, take anything what feels right for you as I'm talking about it. It don't necessarily have to be just your sign. So, for instance, if you are a Libra, but the Aquarius one sounds good for you and it's like resonating and it's like, well, that sounds a little bit like my situation now, go with that one as well, because there will be something in that read when I get round to doing it which might mean something for you. And with all signs overview readings, do that. It doesn't matter which reader is doing them, whatever resonates with you, listen to them ones as well. Okay, I've already pre-shuffled, as I sort of before mentioned. We have, well, it's a new start. It's a financial new start, which you feel passionate about. Okay, so it could be a new job. It could be a new, I don't know, idea you're having in your head, formulating, and it's something you feel passionate about. So that was before the split. That was the Ace of Wands, by the way, if you didn't realise. Okay, after the split, we got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very successful and generous energy. She's very giving. I am feeling with this Queen of Pentacles, you may have to nurture your money a little bit. You may have to feed it and make sure it's growing in the right way. Okay, that's what I'm getting off that Queen of Pentacles. So I will now shuffle the cards, get an overall energy out, and then we will do the rest of the read. Okay. That's the one. Okay, so overall we got the Hanged Man. You might be having to look at things in a different perspective, okay? Yes, there is talk in the news and on social media accounts and media news stations, alternative media stations and all that, that there are some big shake-ups coming within the financial system, okay? Hyperinflation. I've heard talk about hyperinflation. What's the one where they? Oh, I can't remember what it is. But it's where they make things smaller but sell them at the same price. They done it with cigarettes a few years back. Yeah, before the government stopped them and said, oh, all cigarettes have to be the same with the same sort of labelling and everything else. They were like knocking 1 or 2 cigarettes out, but keeping the price the same instead of putting the price up and people not buying them because the price keeps going up. Okay, a lot of people didn't notice it at first. Well, 1 fag missing out of a pack of 20, yeah, don't notice it. But I will remember what that word is for that, and I will just blurt it out at some point during the read, no doubt. So you are going to have to look at things in a different way to make your money stretch a little bit further than it used to. Perhaps turning your microwave off, the little clock on your microwave, well, that can clock up about £40 a year, okay, with current energy prices. When you just leave it on, I'm sure you have another clock elsewhere. I'm sure you're watching this on some sort of device that has some sort of clock on it. So there you go. You don't need your microwave clock on all the time. Turn it off at the wall. There you go. It's looking at things in a slightly different way. You're going to have to shake up your life a little bit and scrimp and save everywhere you can. Okay? That's all what I'm getting off the hangman. Okay, let's start with Aries, the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords on a financial level is the energies around you sort of in the next week or so leading into all this is making you anxious and a little bit depressed. Your money situation isn't the greatest at the moment, so you're feeling a little bit anxious about, oh, do I have enough money to pay the rent every month, bills, etc. And it's creating a little bit of inner turmoil within you as well. Okay, so who do we have after Aries? Taurus. I was going to call you Tories. Taurus, you have got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is you kind of you're inspired by all this shake up. It's like I feel that like that Ace of Wands in the beginning of the cut is like tugging on this particular page. You've had lots of ideas and lots of like not so much money making schemes, more money saving schemes in your head. And I feel with this card out, this could be the time to explore them. Okay, possibly put into action some of these ideas you've had. I'm not telling you to put your money into anything dangerous or anything risky. It's up to you where you put your money. You have your free will, do what you want. But if you do have some ideas, I don't know, maybe you're thinking of starting a veggie patch in an allotment. Yes, it don't sound like much, but when you buy a load of vegetables from the supermarket, well, it's a little bit sort of harsh on the environment. There's a carbon footprint what goes with that. The tractors will have to farm it. The lorries that have to travel it from one place to another before it gets to your supermarket. Then you travel into the supermarket to pick it up. And obviously, if some of your money saving ideas is not using your car as much and maybe walking to the supermarket, that carbon footprint doesn't get added to that much by that. But then there's the waste factor, the fridge factor, keeping it all chilled and all that. And if you don't get through it all in time, you just throw it out. So then there's the lorry to come and pick up your rubbish. Okay, and your wasted food. So all these sort of ideas you may be having, getting an allotment, yeah, it costs, I don't know, a couple of quid for a bag of seeds, where normally you get hundreds, sometimes even thousands in your seeds. So that will see you through. If you could get all the carrots you wanted, okay, for at least one season. And yeah, it may be a learning curve. You might plant them all and they all might go to waste. But it was only a couple of quid you lost, okay? It's not like if you were buying that amount of carrots in the supermarket and throwing them all away, that's a lot more than a couple of quid. Okay, so let's go on to Gemini. Gemini, you have got the Two of Swords for your current-ish energies around you financially at the moment, leading into the next 4 months. In a nutshell, you have to make a decision. You've got a plan for the future planning, money planning and all that. You've got to look at that quite seriously. I'm not saying for 1 minute that you don't, but I feel with the fact that the Two of Swords has come out, perhaps there's some choices you have to cut out. Okay, some things you could make. They're hard decisions, but they're decisions you could make. Perhaps turn your heating down during the winter months, or in the southern hemisphere, turn your AC down during the summer months. Okay, do you really need to have your house at 22? Could you get away with it at 20? Would you notice? Okay, it's that sort of thing. Those sort of decisions you have to think about making. Okay, Cancers. Oh, you have the Empress, Cancers. Well, again, I'm feeling a little tug to that Page of Wands. You also have lots of ideas in your head about saving money here and there. Okay, but with the Empress, I'm feeling that you've got a lot more positive and maybe a little bit more experience in actually doing it. The Empress is a positive energy. Everything sort of, like energy attracts like energy. If you're positive, you get positive coming back. If you're negative and sort of worrying and anxious about things, you attract that sort of energy to you. The other thing about the Empress is she is a representation of spring, okay, in the tarot. She is all about like renewal and things bursting into life, things growing, okay. I'm also feeling there might be a little bit of a deeper idea in your head about like either making money or saving money. And again, perhaps it's time to explore that over the next few months before the crunch really hits. Okay. Oh, Leo, you got the Emperor. Why is this not a love reading, eh? That'd be lovely for a love reading. You've got the Emperor. You are currently actually taking control of your finances. And it's not just your finances you're taking control of. You're taking control of finances of everyone around you. Everyone who lives in your house. It's almost like you're starting to do a communal pot or something like that. Everyone puts in X amount of their wages every week. Yeah. Everyone has to tighten their belts and everyone has to do their part to save money. Okay. So yes, bath less, have showers instead. Turn the lights off when you leave the rooms. Yeah. Keep your doors shut so we don't have to heat up cold areas of the house. And you don't need a warm hallway. Yeah. You just need a warm bedroom and a warm living room and etc. You only need to keep the houses warm where you're actually spending the bulk of your time. And so you are really taking charge of your finances and everything, and the finances of those loved ones around you. You're pointing them in the right direction. You're giving them good ideas and things. But you are a little bit cold and callous about doing it. You're not really telling them that it's their option. It's more of that's your command. Okay. Libra, Virgo. Virgo, your financial situation at the moment is quite balanced. Okay. For some of you, I feel that you may be getting a little windfall from some sort of legal proceeding. Okay, those who might be in the middle of some sort of claim or something like that, I feel it's going to swing your way and you will get a little bit of a bonus from that. You will be getting your justice, let's put it that way. But currently, financially, you are quite balanced and on a stable footing. Okay. Now, this time it's Libra, isn't it? All right. Libra, you've got the Two of Pentacles. Again, a little bit like the Two of Swords above it. There is a decision you have to make, but there is opportunities to invest and grow your money as well. It's a minor arcana of the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to go into your favour. For some strange reason, I'm feeling like gold and precious metals. Maybe if you're thinking about gold and precious metals, I don't think, as I said, I'm no financial advisor, but they're always a reasonably safe bet. Yeah, normally after these big sort of financial dips and things, they tend to hold their money. In fact, they go up normally during a financial dip instead of going down. So I've heard. Okay. But I am feeling gold and silver off this Two of Pentacles for you in particular, but precious metals. There is also a juggling. Okay. So be wary of that. You may be robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay. You may have to sort of like juggle your finances around to pay all the bills throughout the month, but you may have to like nick the money you have on one side for something to pay for something else. And so that I feel you might have a few unexpected bills turning up as well. Okay, from Scorpios, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very successful. They are proud, they are modest. Yeah, you have the money. You don't have money worries, really, for the bulk of you watching this. You have a nice safety cushion of money because you are a King of Pentacles energy. This is the energy you're in. You've been foreseeing this for a little while. You've been going with your intuition. You've been putting the money on one side to compensate for it. Okay? When you get your your little extras from doing overtime and things, well, instead of going to the pub and enjoying it with a few extra pints every week, you've been putting that away. Oh, I don't need all of that money at the moment. I'll put that away and use it for when I do need it. Okay. It could also be some sort of link to your boss or someone who somehow pays you as well, which could bear significance throughout the next couple of months. Okay. Sagittarius, you have got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, financially talking, you have to be a little bit, what's the right word for it? A little bit less emotional, okay, with how things work in money. You can't just go out and buy things on an emotional whim. You have to be a little bit cold, and it's like, yeah, okay, I really, really want that, but I don't need it, so I'm not buying it. That sort of thing. And again, don't necessarily be judgmental as well. I'm getting with this Queen of Swords. It's not a case of you have to keep up with your neighbour. If they buy themselves a new car, whoopee-doo for them. Your car's working, keep using it. Yeah? Buy yourself a new car when you need to. Don't just do it because someone else is wanting a new car. Okay, so you'll be a little bit more judgmental and a little bit more focused on where your money is going and does it need to go there. Okay, so who have we got after Sagittarius? Please do help. Shout at me, someone. Capricorn, that's right. Okay, Capricorn, you have a Page of Swords. Okay, with your Page of Swords, I'm feeling you a thirst for knowledge. Okay, you're hungry to learn about new technologies and new things which could bring down your budget on various different things. A new way of living, a new way of thinking. I'm feeling off this Page of Swords. I do feel a twang of disappointment from it though, because there's certain places in your life where you feel that there should be some way to save money, but you can't find any information about how to save money in those certain places. And perhaps that's a little silver lining in amongst that. Perhaps you can actually be the trailblazer there, find out how to save money in these certain places where no one else has explored, and then profiteer off it later on. That sounded a bit wrong saying profiteer off it, but you start dishing out that advice and people will be happy for you, or not happy for you, but happy with you because you've helped them in a place that no one else has helped them save money. And universally speaking, you will get a good comeback from that. Okay, so Aquarius, you have got the Ace of Swords. Okay, with the Ace of Swords, I feel that I have got to a point where you've got a breakthrough with your finances. I'm getting a very long-term sort of deficit coming to an end. Okay, you've been struggling for a long time, and you've now, I don't know, you've had things in action, you've had things in place where you have pulled in your belt already, you have scrimped, you have saved, you've got rid of the unnecessary, you've gone back to basics, and you've managed to scrape all the money together to get that deficit out. You are happily balanced and on a new playing field. Okay, and you've got clarity about how you're going forward with your finances, which is a good thing. Clarity is always a good thing. It doesn't matter what sort of read you're doing. Clarity is a good thing. Okay, and another two, a Two of Wands. Okay, with the Two of Wands, I'm feeling very much like that Two of Pentacles. You have to do a little bit of future planning. There is a choice to be made, and these choices again is like, well, what do I need, what don't I need, what can I get away with, what should I do? I feel that with this Two of Wands as well, there's a little bit of hoarding to it. Sort of, it is a choice at the end of the day, but it's like your choice is, well, instead of buying like fresh pasta salads and things like that, I can actually buy a big bag of pasta for the same price and just cook a little bit each day, or cook a lot for the whole week and gradually make my own pasta salads. Things like that. A little bit more bulk buying and home cooking I'm feeling for you Pisces. Okay, so that is the general overall energies financially that you are all sort of currently going into. Okay, now let me just rack my brains. What is it? It is the 21st today. Yeah, okay, so we'll do a clarifier on the Virgos, okay, because we are now disappearing into Virgo season. Not quite, well, it depends what calendars you go to, but okay, so let me get rid of these cards. I'll get my Viking deck out and we will have a look. I think the Viking deck will be excellent for this lot of financial reads I'm going to be doing, because yeah, okay, they were barbarians, they went to various different places, they killed and slaughtered lots of people. Yeah, they have that bad reputation. But what was a little bit misunderstood about the Vikings was the bulk of the time, yeah, they were just, well, traders and farmers, okay? Their whole society was very much built around finance, okay? So, yeah, they went and raided places to increase their finances, yeah, but it was still all very financial. They went raiding for gold so they could buy stuff to make better boats and do better trading and farm better lands. So they were always thinking about expansion, a bit like that emperor. Okay, so we have got a Page of Wands and a King of Swords. So Libra, your justice, okay? For some of you, I said you could be getting a bonus from some sort of legal proceedings you are currently undergoing. With that King of Swords coming out with that, it's now looking like as well that some of you could go into legal proceedings and you need to seek professional advice, okay? It's not something you can do alone. With the Page of Wands coming out, it's an inspiration for you. It's inspired, something's inspired you to actually push forward with this, okay? Some sort of message you've received, or it could be some sort of sign or signal from the universe, okay? Crossing it is the Queen of Pentacles, and as we said earlier in the read, the Queen of Pentacles is a very successful energy. It is wise, and it's with its investments. And as I said earlier as well, for the other Queen of Pentacles, there may be the need to nurture it. You can't just start the ball rolling and hope it keeps rolling down a level field, okay? If it's sloping down, it's going to pick up speed and get some momentum. If it goes up, it's going to slow down. You're going to have to keep an eye on this. You're going to have to sort of make sure that when it's slowing down, you inject it with a little bit more oomph to make it go a little bit faster and further. Okay, so that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you, or if it did, fantastic. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and let me know how my first financial reading on YouTube went. Okay, thank you very much and catch you all soon.